welcome to another session of Extraordinaire. And this is going to be an interesting session today because we're talking about something that will help each one of you in communicating better, whether it is personally or professionally, it will not make a difference. Okay. Last 2 weeks ago, we talked about listening. All right. And so this is connected to that in a certain way. So let us just go into our session. And after the session, I'll give you 5 minutes to ask me questions if you have any. Is that all right? Okay. So let's go into the session now. All right. So today, what are we going to talk about? Communication part 2 and the art of asking the right questions. All right. So we're going to discuss this today, right? Asking the right question is both an art and a skill. It is crucial for gathering useful information, fostering meaningful conversations, and solving problems effectively. There's a breakdown of how to master this art. Okay, so we're going to break it down, give you step by step how we can do this better. Okay, asking the right question is will bring you answers that you need. Okay, whether it's open-ended questions or close-ended questions, it'll give you the answers that you need. So you have to know how to ask the right question. Sometimes we are asking for information and the other person doesn't understand what we are saying, and so we are not getting the answers correctly. So it is very important for us that we make sure that we even know how to ask the right questions, right? So we talked about listening actively last time. So what is listening actively? To be attentive, to pay attention, pay close attention to answers you receive. So whatever answers you're receiving, you have to pay attention to it. This will help you to ask the relevant follow-up questions, because a lot of times, sorry, there seems to be some, just give us a second, a little bit technical glitch is going on. Don't worry, we will take extra 5 minutes that we spent a few minutes here. So don't worry about the time, right? So 1 minute. Hi, welcome back. Sorry for that. We're just trying to make sure that it is as clear as we possibly can get it so that it's easy for you all to follow. And yes, we have a lot of people today joined in, so I'm very happy about that. So we will take this a little slow. I will take my time, and if there are any questions, I'm more than happy to answer them for you. All right, we'll do that towards the end of the session. So, when we're talking about listening, active listening, what does it actually mean? To be attentive, okay? When you say something and the listener is saying something back to you, you have to pay attention. Don't let your mind wander. Don't think about the next step. Don't think what I'm going to do, after this. How am I going to talk to him? What is the next thing I'll ask him? No, don't go there. Stay in the present, stay focused in the present. Okay, pay close attention to the answers you receive. This will help you to ask the relevant follow-up questions and show that you value the respondents input. It is always important for the other person to feel respected and acknowledged when you are talking to them in communication. That is one of the most important things. Okay, so if that is only not there, the other person will then not receive you, nor will he be interacting with you in the way or the fashion that you want them to. So it is very important that we show that. So to show that, this is what you don't interrupt them, let them finish, then you ask the questions. Okay, always never stop anyone speaking right in the middle. Let them finish. Okay, reflect and clarity. Restate or paraphrase answers to ensure you understand them correctly. So what are you going to do if say the person is talking about the new iPhone, right? And he's giving you information about it. So then you paraphrase it in such a way that you have asked you've asked what you've understood. So, sir, you're telling me the iPhone 16 is same as iPhone 10 and whatever it is. Like, you ask those questions in that way, point wise, point two, three, four, five. Okay, so then they will feel encouraged to even have more conversation with you and to interact with you. The more the communication will get stronger, and that is what we are looking for. Ensure you understand them correctly and encourage further elaborations. Okay, elaborations means stretching or more explanations. So it is very important that we do it that way. All right, so when you are having a conversation with someone, in whether it's important or not, you know you will be focusing completely on them. Now I'll give you a simple example. You A 2-year old or a 3-year old who's just learning to talk has got a lot of sentences, jumbled words and things like that, and they are talking to you. But for us, what is there? Our phone is there, TV is there, we have other distractions, cooking, cleaning, eating, whatever, we have other distractions. So what do? They pull on our shirt or pull on our clothes or pull our hand and say, listen, I want to talk to you. This is what I'm trying to say. Otherwise, what will they do? They'll just turn around, go and play with their toys or do something else. This is the basic human tendency. Okay, whether it is a small child or a very senior person, this is the they will they'll smile at you, but they're switched off in their mind. Okay, so to avoid that, this is what you need to do. Stay focused, stay present, be there. All right, so understand the context. Okay, clarifying your objective. What do you want to achieve from your questions? Okay, you have to be very clear about these things. Don't just say, I'm just going to go and talk. No, you have to be clear. What is the things that you're looking for in this conversation? What do you want to achieve with your questions? Don't ask questions just because you want to ask questions, or you want to show that you understand this and you know that and you know about this, and no, you're not there for that. You're there to understand them. So uh, your question should be on those terms, looking for specific information or seeking and understanding somebody's perspective. Okay, now we were talking about the Apple phone and Android. I'm just giving an example. Okay, please don't take it very seriously. Android person will have a different idea about what the phone is useful for and what it can do. An Apple guy will have a different idea about what. So the perspective is different. They may come to the same conclusion or same answers or slightly varied answers, but the perspective is completely different. So we have to be able to talk about the perspective that way. We have to be able to listen to them in that way and then ask questions also in that way so that we get what they're trying to say. Okay, and in problem solving, you have to listen and then ask questions. You can't say, yes, I'm going to solve all your problems and then talk and walk away. It doesn't solve any problems. The problem remain where it is. Okay, so problem solving, very important that you ask the most relevant questions. Adapt your questions based on the context. Okay, whether it is a formal interview, then you will speak professionally. Formally, you have no slangs, no thanks, no yeah, no those kind of things, no nah. All those things are not there in a formal interview. Okay, you have to use yes, thank you, no, complete words. Okay, no slangs. Okay, casual conversation, yes, but depending on who you're having the casual conversation with. Is a casual conversation with your colleague who's in the same level as you, or as a senior manager, or it is your boss, or whoever it is. So then your casual conversation also, there will be variations in that. If you're having it with someone personal or someone junior to you, it becomes a little more relaxed. When it is with your senior, it will be a casual conversation, but you will filter how much you speak and what you speak. Okay, brainstorming session. Okay, brainstorming session, this is the best part, best place to listen and ask questions. Okay, when your group is sitting down, you're understanding how to take this particular project forward, or how to manage this particular event that has been given to you, or something like that. Then when you're having the brainstorming question, first it is very important to listen to everyone's ideas. Okay, rather than saying, oh, I know how to do this, ABCD XYZ, we are done, and nobody understands anything because they're not asking you any questions, they're not clarifying their doubts. Okay, so brainstorming question, very important. First listen to everyone. Even if you are the senior manager, that's perfectly all right. First listen to everyone, and then bring in, okay, this point is good. Maybe because they have different perspectives, so there will be some points that they bring out that will be very, very good. Okay, so then that is how we ask the right questions and listen. Okay, be clear and specific. When you're talking about being clear and specific, this is what we mean. Avoid ambiguity. Okay, frame your questions clearly to prevent misinterpretation. It's very it happens all the time. Like, you ask something and you say, how can you ask me this question? Arey, but I didn't mean it that way, I didn't mean it this way. No, 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 no. Okay, so when you're asking questions also, it has to be very transparent, it has to be very clear. Okay, and make it short. Don't say, because I thought like this, and that is why like this, and that is why I want to know this. No, it becomes too long. People will miss out what you're trying to ask them. Very important, you have to keep it clear and short. Okay, the brain capacity is not that. Very few people have the capacity to listen to 3-4 minutes question and then answer it point wise. Okay, so make it very short and precise, right? So to prevent any misinterpretation, vague questions can lead to vague answers. So what do you think about what? If you ask question, yeah, yeah, I think so. Yeah, what do you think? How is this product moving? It is a very vague question. You have to be more specific. How is this product moving? In which market? Okay, in which section? In product moving means, what are you saying? Is it from last month to this month, or is it from competitors point of view? What is exactly that you're trying to ask? Okay, be very, very specific. Okay, don't have any vague questions. You will get vague answers. It's but natural. Okay, use open-ended questions. Open-ended questions are questions where they can start from why, what, where, how, who. Okay, so these are open-ended questions. When you have these content in your questions, they become very, very open-ended questions. Okay, asking will become very, if you say you like black or white, they have answers only, they can say only one answer, right? Black or white. If you say, what are your favorite colors and why is that color so important? What, why? So immediately what happens is the brain starts working. You'll get more answers, more elaborate answers. Then you can pick and choose what is it that you are going towards. Okay, so it becomes very important that you use these 5 words in your questions. Then it gives them the open ended questions come in, so they can get more elaborate answers and you can get more information from them, right? Ask one question at a time. All right, don't say, I have so many questions for you, and I want to know about your family. What is your background? Where did you study? Where It is like too many things. How many people live in your home? It becomes too many things. Okay, one question at a time. I'm really interested in you. I would like to know a little bit more about you, sir. What is your favorite hobby? Okay, then don't say, what is your favorite hobby, why do you choose it? It is a two-part question. Okay, it's if when there's a two-part question, they will answer one question, you will forget that you've asked the second part, they will also forget to answer the second part. Ask one question and then go into the second part of the same question. Now that you like golfing, sir, can you explain why you like it so much? So then it becomes the why. What is your and why? Okay, so you break down the questions in smaller format so that they can give you elaborate answers accordingly. Asking multiple questions at once can overwhelm and lead to incomplete answers. Like I said, focus on one aspect at a time. So if you have three things that you want to ask in that about that one product or one interest, then break down three questions and ask three different questions. Remember, whenever you're having a conversation, don't be in a hurry to finish the conversation, go into the next one. No. What is there in front of you, understand that properly first, and then we'll go into the next one. Follow up use follow-up questions to dig deeper based on. So when you're saying you like golf, sir, is it because of the weather? Is it because of, walking on the grass you can get long walks? What is it about golf that you is so interesting to you? So you have to go dig deeper into when he says, yeah, my favorite hobby is golf. I really love it. I do it every Sunday. Then you ask, what is it about golf? I'm just giving you options, okay? I'm trying to give you examples. Don't ask about golf if it's not relevant. But, I'm just saying. So go deeper into it and see if you're satisfied with the answers and then go into the next question. Just because this question is answered, don't go in the next question when you're not got all the answers for the first question itself. You have to be able to dig a little deeper, right? Okay, I can't stress enough how much it is important to use the right tone. Okay, right tone can change a conversation entirely. I can say, so you were saying, and then I can say, oh, so you were saying. Okay, it changes entirely what I'm implementing or what I'm trying to say. Okay, using your tone the right way is so important. Okay, where it has to be soft, bring it soft. When it is a question, put a on the end so it becomes a question. If it is a statement, make sure the full stops are very vibrant in your tone. So that is what I was saying. That is what I was saying. So it all becomes very, very different. So you have to be able to judge from your tone what is the impact on your listener. Okay, so be respectful and non confrontational. You don't want to have any confrontation. You want to be respectful. You want your answers, and that is about it. Your tone can significantly affect the response you get. So if I say, what are you saying? It becomes straight a gossip conversation that I want to have with this person, right? It'll become that way. It's going like that. You're animating it. So that is why it is important. Even in your detailing, okay? I'm going to touch that a little bit because my favorite topic. Even in your detailing, when you are saying certain things that are there in your product and not there in any other product. And sir, full stop. I would like to tell you, comma, that we have 35 years being number one in bee protein. So you have to be able to talk like that. You have to break it down. We are number one in bee protein for the last 35 years. It has become like one mummer at the back. There is no impression falling on the doctor. In the same way, sir, do you know for the last 35 years we have been number one? So then it is a close-ended question. Yes, no. Okay, then you can go deeper into it. So aim for a tone that's open and respectful, especially when discussing sensitive topics. Okay, sensitive topics are topics that there will be some resistance, okay, from the person in the front. The most sensitive topic in our today's age is politics, religion, money, age. We never talk about these things unless you really, really, that is the conversation you want to have. Okay, these are sensitive topics. So that time your tone has to be extremely respectful when you're talking about it. Adapt based on responses. So you change your questioning according to the responses you're getting. If you've already got the answer to your question, then you can't go again into that question. If you realize that they are not interested in this line of conversation, then you have to change your conversation. You have to change your questioning method in that way. Be flexible. Okay, Be prepared to adjust your questions based on the conversation flow. So whatever the flow is, you have to be able to navigate and change the flow accordingly. Sometimes the direction of the conversation will relieve new areas to explore. Okay, sometimes when you're talking, say you're talking about travel. Okay, you're talking about how we can get this big group to travel from say Chandigarh to Bangalore. So some will say train, some will say bus, some will say, we'll take a flight halfway and then we'll take a train halfway and things like that. So be flexible to see what direction the conversation is going, where everyone is focusing on. If everyone is saying we'll take the train, then what is the train? Shatabdi, Rajdhani, or a regular train? What is it? What is the more interesting part of it? So then if suddenly says no, it will be easier, cheaper also if we take from the train to Chandigarh to Delhi, and from Delhi we have a direct flight to Bangalore, it will become cheaper, it will become save time, etc., etc. So then suddenly the conversation has changed from train to a different mode of transport. So then this becomes a different way of conversation entirely. So be flexible. Are yeah, this is also a good idea, I never thought about this. Or then you can do it that way. Be very flexible. Don't say no, we talked about train, we're going to stick to train, no matter if it takes us 3 days, we're going by train. Can't be that way, right? You have to be flexible with the answers that you're getting, right? Employ techniques for different scenarios. Now we are going to employ techniques for different scenarios. When you're talking about that, we have certain areas that we are going to use the techniques for problem solving. Use questions like, what are the underlying causes of this issue? Okay, what is the solutions have been considered? So if there is a you're trying to solve a problem between two people or two departments or even in your family, what is the underlying cause of this issue? It cannot be just because he said I don't like your shirt, they have got into a fight. That cannot be the main reason, no? There should be something deeper, there should be something more. So first find out that. So ask questions with relevance to that. Okay, what is this about the shirt that you don't like? Okay, no, he always wears this stupid color, this color. So then you understand that it is not just the shirt, it is many other things connected to that. And what are the solutions that you can be considered? Okay, if this not if this not it's not this color shirt that he should wear, then what color shirt should he wear? Right? So find out what is the solution. You cannot solve a problem if there is no solution to it. If there's no solution, then it is not a problem. It is a way of life, right? When there is a, a matter that can be resolved, then it is a problem. If the matter cannot be resolved, it's just a way of life. Okay, but you cannot do anything about the color because this is the uniform. It's a way of life. Okay, this is a uniform that the company has given. He has to wear this uniform. It's a way of life. So that's what I'm trying to say. If there is a solution to a problem, then it is a problem. If there's no solution, then it becomes a way of life. Okay, so creative thinking. Ask questions like, what if we approach this form a completely different angle? Okay, completely different angle, creatively. So yes, you don't like the shirt, so what if you can wear a jacket? It can be, covered up a little bit. So is that a better option? Y- a waistcoat or a jacket or what? So you have to think of other solutions, other creatively, how this problem can be resolved, or what are some of the unconventional solutions. Okay, unconventional meaning not in the regular way, something different, something entirely thinking outside the box. Okay, so then these can be also used in a creative thinking. Informative questions. They seek to gather factual information. Informative questions are basically mostly developed on factual information. They are usually clear and focused on obtaining specific details or explanation, often phrased to allow the detailed response. So these are mostly little bit closed-end questions, and also you are looking for factual answers. So you already have a structure that for this question this should be the answer. Okay, like you have your multiple choice questions and things like that. Okay, they're all very informative and factual. Okay, otherwise if you're going to ask a question and you give 2 lines for them to answer, so you're looking at just that much detailing. So that is what becomes an informative question. Socially interactive questions. These are designed to engage people in conversation, foster relationships, and build rapport. Now, this is very important in not just work, but in your personal life as well. In work, how is it important? Because you will want to build rapport with your doctors, stockist, chemist. You want to build a rapport. You just can't go and say, okay, tell me, is the doctor writing for us? How many in a week? Okay, three. Okay, fine. There's no relationship there. He's not going to give you completely any more information or anything like that. You have to be able to build a rapport. So, sir, how's it going? Is my stock coming? Which is the stock that is flowing more? Even if it is not in your division, what is there? Just spend 2 3 minutes, talk to them. Yeah, the weather is very hot. You know, in Bangalore, we never see such hot weather, and things like that. You build your rapport, ask very conversational questions, give them a chance to talk about. So, what do you think about, so and so, so and so? This year Ganpati festival was very elaborate. Why do you think, I've never seen so many Ganpatis. You give them chance to conversate with you, then slowly bring them into what you want to talk to them about. This is the way you build a rapport. So something like that. They help to strengthen connections and create a very comfortable atmosphere. So when they are comfortable, they will be able to interact with you more, they will be able to answer more questions, they will be able to connect with you more. So it becomes very important that you do that. Okay, very important that you make a comfortable atmosphere for them to build a rapport. You can't build a rapport by just going and being very direct, informative questions and coming back. Building rapport is an entirely different skill. All right. Reflect and learn. This is not just in any walk of life. This is what you always have to do. Reflect. What did I do right here? What is the things that I can improve on? Very, very important. Okay. After the conversation or inquiry, reflect on the effectiveness of your questions. So, did I get the answers that I want? Did I make the person feel comfortable? Did I get what I was looking for? Always reflect. Yes, I did. Not in that. Yes, in this. So then okay, this question, this the way of asking this has to be a little different. The way I talk about this has to be a little different. So you can analyze yourself that way. Okay. Did they Did they elicit the information you needed? What could you improve next time? Okay. Did they give you? Did they give you the information that you needed? What could you improve next time? So, if you did not get the information that you needed, then what is it? In what way will you change your question so the next time you get the answers? Okay. That also becomes very important. So, this happens with everything in life. So, this is very important page. Okay. Reflect and learn. Reflect and see if you've done things the way you feel is the right way and if there's any place for improvement. All right. Examples of effective questions. Sorry, exploratory questions. Sorry, I need a little bit of water. My tongue is getting stuck. Can you describe the challenges you faced during the project? Okay, now this is, you're asking them to dig in and give you answers, explore and give you answers. Okay, it is not just a simple question. Okay, clarify. What do you mean by success in this context? So if you feel that your team has been successful, so what is the success to you means something else, success to your boss means something else, success to your company means something else. So what is the meaning of success in this particular context? Okay, it's very important to know, right? We are talking about success in all different languages, right? Okay. Reflective. How has this experience changed your perspective on this issue? Sometimes after a conversation, you change your mind about something, you change your ideas about something. Why? Because you have been convinced that this is probably a nicer way of looking at things. All right. So you have to be able to ask that for yourself. How has this experience changed your perspective on this issue? Okay, so you may have a certain perception or certain idea in your mind and you have gone ahead with it, and then when you have experienced certain things and it has changed your mind about certain ideas, then what is that? How has that come about? How is that going to help you? How is that going to move you? is very, very important. Okay. Mastering the art of asking the right questions can transform how you gather and utilize information, okay, enhancing both personal and professional interactions. This is why we are having this session so that you understand this. Asking the right question can transform how you gather and utilize information, enhancing both personal and professional interactions. Okay, communication is not only based on professional relationships, they are not only based on personal relationships. It Communication happens not just with the language that we use, but the tone that we use, the pitch that we use, the body language, the movements that we have. Okay, all these things are part of communication. So how is it enhancing you, whether it is in your personal or professional interaction? Is something beautifully done, right? So that is it for me today. I'm trying to keep the time, which I did a little bit, 5 minutes more, but we will see if we have any questions. So Arshad, can you help me with going back to questions and all? Yeah, we all know about Arshad. Okay, he, he's the guy. Oh wow, I've got a long list today. Thank you everyone for joining. Good morning, everyone. I've got a lot of good mornings. I've got a cup of coffee also. Ujjal, thank you. Okay, everyone, thank you for coming today. I hope this session was interesting, and I hope it is, something that y'all can take home with you. Three cheers, yes, three cheers to all, and good morning, everyone. Right, I won't take all the names, otherwise we'll be here for another half an hour. I think today there's a good amount of people who have joined. I want to know if anyone has. Thank you for the flowers, Rajesh. Thank you so much. Anyone has any questions? Maya, thank you for the sun. Today is a very sunny day in Bangalore. I don't know if you're from Bangalore, but we are enjoying the sun today, right? Any questions from anyone with regards to learning, asking or listening? Both of that, I'm fine with it. Vikas Srivastav sir from Optimist Lucknow, welcome. And Upendra, thank you. Karthik, thank you for the sun. Ashish Singh, thank you for the sun. Thank you for the mornings. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much. Okay. Um, Kamal said thank you. Everyone is saying thank you. So, okay. Um, Abdul, thank you from there. Thank you, everyone. All right. So I don't have any questions, but if you think about questions later, you all have my email address. You can write to me. We can discuss it. Not a problem. Okay. So thank you again for connecting. I'm very happy to see that a good number of people have joined today, and we will continue doing this every 2 weeks, every alternate week. We will continue doing this. I like the response today. Thank you for coming. It is really appreciated. And have a nice weekend. Enjoy your weekend. Take care. Bye bye.